Well, the city of Seattle known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild Lumen Field. Tonight we begin the final stretch. Week 16 starts here as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Get it! Cowboy 80!
First carry here for Ken Walker. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, they didn't do a lot there to fool anyone. They just came right out and ran the football, but with great success, and that's the way you want to get things started. A nice quick opener for a big game.
Back to Walker on 1st down. Oh, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 52 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Easy, easy. Get away, 32.
First run now for Kyron Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You talk about the Seahawk defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Stafford. That's quickly to Atwell on the slant. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
2nd and 10.
Big 20.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Stafford. Open man is Atwell, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
250.
Now it's Stafford. Screenplay set up for Williams. Now he's loose down the left sideline. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the ground with a rookie from Auburn. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Williams is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Set. 32. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting.
Williams again. And this time he'll score. Touchdown Rams. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Ready, go.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Seahawks.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Seahawks come in search of win number 9 of the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he's got Smith and Jigba. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Hold it ready.
That's good for a Seattle
Ready.
Seahawks.
Here's Walker. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Cowboy 80.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
Okay, break. Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Touchdown! Alec Pierce for 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Red 80. Red 100.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Set. Blue 60. White.
A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Stafford now to throw. They'll get this one complete to Atwell. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. That'll give them 8 that time. And that'll bring up 4th down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it.
Set. Yellow 20. Hey, give me radar. 20 hot.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First down, Rams.
Set. 0.
To throw is Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. So he stopped for no gain. And that will bring up second down.
So that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
280. Like 7. 11. Easy alert. Big 20. Stop.
Now Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
280. 32. Zebra. Stop.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
180. 32. Hey, 50. 40 got. 40 got.
Here's Stafford. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
180. 22. Hey, 5-0.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for the Seahawks.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by a roller. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Back to throw. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Hey! 20!
To the air again, Stafford. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And he'll go down the line before getting this inside the 30. And now an audible here into something else. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
That's good for a Seahawks.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Myers' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
Seahawks 17, Rams 10. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
In motion goes the tight end. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. He may go. Touchdown, LA. Kyron Williams. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Rams come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
19 tight. 19 tight. Go! Cowboy 80. Go!
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 86 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
First and 10 at the
Okay, ready? Ready?
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
And that's good for a Seahawks. First and 10 at the 30.
Up the middle, here's Walker. Taken down at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now.
Let's go now. Gotta be locked. Bronco 80. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got Pierce. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Cowboy 80.
First down and goal to go.
19, Tiger, 19.
They'll set up the throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Stafford. Open man is Atwell, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
A gain of 4, and it's third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
And the Rams first down.
250.
That's quickly to Atwell on the slant. A gain of 5. And it'll be second down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. Down to the 25. 3rd and 4. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Stafford looks to throw again. And he is going to have a Rams first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
First down, Rams.
180.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action. Stafford. Touchdown, Rams. Devontae Adams. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Rams have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A give for Walker running right. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Here we go, shot. 18 cards, Panther 11, Panther 11, go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's Byron Young, who ranged in that time and stopped him for a loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Back to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Here we go. Go.
Walker looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Bronco switch. Let's go. Ready, ready.
They'll try and run. Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Seahawks will add to their fourth-quarter lead. An important extra point up and through. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a two-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. This is 1st and 10. Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Here comes 2nd down. Now Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Stafford now to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Stafford. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
20, 32, big 20, 0.
Again, it's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
1st down, Los Angeles.
And they'll try to save the timeouts to use on defense if need be as he runs up and spikes it. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is good. And that'll move him back within 6 now. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts him back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that 3rd one, they can put a lot more block on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on. Set.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down is going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
Get it.
1st and 10 at the 20.
From the gun, it's Walker. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave even with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Chester, sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Chloe, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag, I'm just telling you that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred in this range, with the outlaws that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band, sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin, flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.